So this is vlog day 2. The topic for this video is going to be politics. I know nobody wants to hear about politics anymore, but I just wanted to throw out here some of the research I did, and just I don't know, my views on this, and kind of, I don't know, throw my opinion out there. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm sitting here going to vote for this person and you should vote for them, or you shouldn't vote, or this, that. No, I'm just personally putting my opinion out there, and you can do with my opinion what you want to do with it, and I'm just putting it out there. You know, this is the research I've done. This is, you know, the stuff that I find kind of interesting and kind of not, and, you know, all that good stuff. But as I said, for every day of November, I am going to give you guys a reason why I'm thankful. And today, I'm thankful for my family, and I'm going to explain this a little bit. I am thankful for my family, and I'm going to really explain that. My family being Chris and Joey. They are my family. I don't care about my parents, my sisters, them. They are, you know, yes, they are my family, but they don't count. Because family is there for you day in and day out through good times and bad times. And let me tell you, my parents, my sisters have not been there for me at all. My dad still has not seen Joey, and Joey is 2.5 years old. And I don't think my dad will ever see Joey. And I think I'll do a video on the reasons why my dad won't see Joey in any circumstance in time to come. My older sister has seen Joey a handful of times. My younger sister, maybe a grand total of 10 times. Like, they really haven't seen Joey, and it's their own loss. You know, I can't help it. Now, I know people are going to sit here and say, well, Chris's family is your family. Technically, they are my family, or going to be my family, but for anyone that's never had their actual family around, there's no one that could fill that void of your family. There's no one that can make you feel better or make you feel welcomed into a family when you don't have your own, especially when they're alive and they could be there and they're just choosing to be arrogant people and not be there. So, like I said, I'm thankful for my family. Now, on to my politics. I chose this topic because, well, there's a lot of this going around, and some people just don't seem to understand what the concept of politics is. Politics definitely is a bunch of lies. They feed you so much stuff that you want to hear to draw you in, and then when they're there, that's when things change. So you kind of got to listen and actually sift through, and this is going to be the fun part. You got to sift through a lot of the bullshit, and it's tough because sometimes you really believe them. You really think what they're saying is true, and they come to be a disappointment. So that's why you really got to sift through the bullshit. So here is some of the, I'll call it crafty bullshit, because some of it's true, some of it's not. But, well, I mean, some of what they're saying they want to do is true, and some of it's not. It's just, like I said, sifting through the bullshit. So let's start with Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney is the Republican presidential candidate. He was formerly the governor of Massachusetts. And, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about him. Anyways, so Mitt Romney has this weird idea to cut taxes on people that make over $150,000 a year. He wants to pretty much cut. There's a estate tax that they give to people that make over $3.5 million a year. He wants to cut that. He wants to cut a capital gain tax, which is for people that make over $200,000 a year. So he really wants to cut taxes and that stuff to the people that make more money, which sounds great and all, but initially it's going to tax people of the middle class and lower class more. So it's going to tax me more, where I don't have that extra money, where these people that make, you know, $150,000 a year do. He also wants to cut taxes for people that are over 65 in order for them to not be hit as hard, which I do agree with. It's a great idea because, you know, people that are older don't have all that energy to work as much as us younger people, but at the same time, now I have to cover Bob, and that's not fair to me. His healthcare idea is he wants to put the healthcare more based on a state to state basis. He wants the state to decide what goes on with your healthcare, which is a great idea because, I mean, it's a good idea. At the same time, it's a bad idea. It's a good idea because different states have different needs, but at the same time, when there's no structure to it, where there's nothing is alike, there's going to be, like, if I were to go to Oregon, my health care coverage might not be there. So when there's no like same in it, like there's nothing the same about it, like I might be paying more being there, where here everything else is covered. It just affects you more. So that, I mean, it can be good, it can be bad. Now Romney isn't in favor of abortions. He is now pro-life. He used to be pro-choice. Now he's pro-life. Every time a bill came to his desk, he signed for life. And he's also against gay marriages. Now this is something he said that I kind of feel controversial, and I want to debate this later on, but he was like, the ideal place to raise a child is in a home with a mom and a dad. I kind of feel that this is like, it's really discrimination, because I grew up with a mom and a dad, and my household was screwed up, to say the least. So the ideal place might be for a mom and dad, but there's times where a mom and dad aren't fit parents. So yeah, F off on that one. His education style, he wants to put more funding into charter schools and voucher programs. And this is the funny part I find funny. He is pro-life, and he wants to pretty much stop sex ed in schools. He wants to take the abstinence route. So you're not teaching these kids about sexual education and how to protect themselves. How do you expect to prevent abortion, to prevent young people from getting pregnant? You can't tell them not to have sex. So initially, you're taking any way for them to learn about it away from them, and you're making them less aware of the what could happen. So it's kind of weird. His foreign policies. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but Iran has nuclear. They're starting to develop more stuff with nuclear bombs and nuclear stuff like that. He pretty much wants to find a way to intimidate them not to pursue these nuclear ambitions, and if it means a war, it means a war, which I don't know if you guys realize, but wars cost our country a lot, especially when they're far away and you're sending all these supplies to them. So it's not going to help our country. It's actually going to hurt us more. As long as and it'll help in the sense that it won't be on our land, but it will hurt us more because you're sending so much overseas. And he's definitely more for state power. Now, the nickname that a lot of people have given Mitt Romney is the flip-flopper. He's on so many different topics, he's flip-flop. So it kind of makes you skeptical of where he's actually going to stand if he's a president of the United States. So would you want somebody that always changes their mind? And it's usually like while they're in office. I would say no, because you'll never know what to expect from them, where, you want to know what they're thinking. You want to know that they always have your best interest at heart. Now to start at Obama. Obama is the president now. He was elected in 2008, which is great. So his stuff. As you know, Obama implemented the Obamacare, which gives everyone the chance to have health coverage, even if they have a pre-existing condition, which is great. But the problem to that is there's now so many people trying to get health insurance that sometimes it's become more expensive. And if you don't have health coverage, he wants to tax you for it, which is outrageous. I can barely afford health insurance now for Joy. Let me tax me if I can't keep it. Like, thanks. That's great. Now, for his budget ideas to budget this deficit, he has already froze the pay and the wages of federal employees, and it's come to help. And he also wants to cut down on some military expenses, which is a great idea, because if you re-budget your money, it shouldn't all be about the military. Yeah, they protect us, but we, the people that are here, needed it just as well. And if you're paying for them to go across seas all the time, it's not really helping us. He is for women's choice. Like, he is pro-choice. You decide what happens to your body. You decide if you get an abortion. You decide if you keep a child. It's your choice. He is also for gay rights. He is, he spoke up against the Don't Ask, Don't Tell Act. He is for it. He's trying to give everyone the equal opportunity to be with the person they love, whether it's man, woman, transsexual, whatever. He's trying to give you the choices you deserve. And he is for, and this is where I kind of stand behind him a little more, he's for hiring the taxes on people that make more money. He wants it to be that they pay more and we, the little people, not that we don't pay any, but we pay less in taxes, which is a great idea because it helps put more money back in my pocket so I can support my child more, so I don't have to sit there and live off the government. And I find that to be really good. Now, there was something that Mitt Romney said which kind of is disturbing. 47% of Americans, he feel that it's the government's responsibility to take care of them, whether it be from food stamps, health care, housing, whatever it may be. He feels that 47% of people will automatically vote for Obama because Obama wants to support them more. Obama. It's disturbing to think that there is 47% of people just sitting there, taking what we rightfully earn and using it without having to pay income tax or pay taxes or anything like that. So 47% of you are going to vote for Obama. I don't know if it's a bad, I can't say it's a bad decision. I can't say it's a good decision. But I kind of feel at the same time there's people that don't put anything into the government or into our society shouldn't be able to take anything out of it. Like me, I can't sit here and tell you guys to vote for Obama or vote for Romney because I'm not voting. If I was voting, I know who I would vote for, but at the same time, I can't tell you who to vote for. That's the end of this, guys. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and comment, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.